Did you know that you could be leaving literally hundreds of thousands of dollars and vital non-monetary protections on the table, not just for you, but for your entire family, simply because you missed one critical deadline or misspelled one key word on a single form? We are talking about benefits that do not expire, benefits that follow you and your loved ones for the rest of your lives. These protections are designed to be permanent acknowledgments of your service, but they are not automatic. The VA system is complex, and getting that lifetime guarantee requires precision, dedication, and knowing exactly which boxes to tick and when. If you file the right way, these 15 veteran protections become your lifetime shield. If you mess up the initial filing, however, you could spend decades fighting an uphill battle. We are diving deep into the 15 veteran protections that last a lifetime, but only if you nail the filing process from day one. The first, and arguably the most foundational, lifetime protection is VA disability compensation. This isn't just a monthly check, it is the key that unlocks almost every other benefit on this list. The lifetime protection here isn't just the money itself, which is adjusted annually for cost of living, but the permanent recognition of your service-connected condition. But here is the trap. Many veterans file too quickly without adequate evidence, resulting in a low rating or a denial. A low rating is a lifetime rating unless you fight to increase it, which is exponentially harder than getting it right the first time. The lifetime protection hinges entirely on establishing a rock-solid service connection, or the nexus, between your current medical condition and an event, injury, or illness during your time in uniform. You must prove two things for this lifetime protection to kick in. One, that the condition exists today, and two, that the condition originated or was aggravated by service. This requires far more than just your buddy's statement. We are talking about meticulously gathering contemporaneous medical records from service, private medical records that document the continuity of symptoms, and the crucial independent medical opinion, often called a nexus letter, from a private physician who understands the VA's legal standards. Skipping the nexus letter or relying solely on the VA's compensation and pension C&P examiner to connect the dots is the number one reason veterans receive a lifetime of inadequate compensation. If you rush the claim, you might get a quick 10% or 20% rating, which feels like a win initially. But if you deserved 70%, you have just permanently locked yourself out of hundreds of thousands of dollars in lifetime earnings and missed out on the higher-tier benefits tied to those higher ratings, such as Priority Group 1 healthcare access and full concurrent receipt of military retirement pay, if applicable. The lifetime financial protection of VA compensation is fully realized only when you achieve the maximum rating supported by the evidence, and that requires a thoughtful, strategic initial filing that anticipates the VA's skepticism and provides irrefutable proof up front. Moving on to the second crucial lifetime protection, we find the CHOM VA Home Loan Guarantee. This benefit is often misunderstood as a one-time deal, but it is a lifetime entitlement that can be used repeatedly, provided you file the right paperwork to restore your eligibility. This is not a loan from the VA. It is a promise from the VA to the lender that they will cover a portion of the loss if you default, allowing you to secure competitive rates, often with no down payment, forever. The lifetime protection here is the enduring access to affordable housing finance, a benefit that combats inflation and rising interest rates throughout your life. The mistake veterans make that jeopardizes this lifetime access is mishandling the entitlement restoration process after selling a home. If you sell your home and pay off the VA loan, you need to file VA Form 26-1880, along with documentation showing the loan was satisfied, to restore your full entitlement. If you allow a new buyer to assume your VA loan without ensuring they are also an eligible veteran who substitutes their entitlement, or if you simply fail to file the paperwork after a paid-off loan, you risk having a diminished or non-existent entitlement for your next purchase. This means you lose the lifetime protection when you need it most, later in life when downsizing or moving closer to family. The lifetime access also extends to refinancing options, specifically the Interest Rate Reduction Refinancing Loan, IRRL, which is a streamlined, low-cost way to adjust your mortgage rate without the rigorous underwriting of a standard loan. This IRRL access is a powerful, lifelong financial tool against market volatility. To preserve this protection, meticulous documentation of every VA loan transaction, including payoffs and sales, must be maintained and submitted to the VA to keep your eligibility current and fully restored for your next lifetime housing opportunity. Our third lifetime shield is Dependency and Indemnity Compensation, DIC. Checky. This protection is not for the veteran but for the surviving spouse and dependent children, and it lasts their lifetime, provided the veteran's death meets specific service-related criteria. DIC is a tax-free monetary benefit paid to eligible survivors of a veteran who died during active duty or whose death resulted from a service-connected disability or who was rated totally disabled for a specific period before death. The lifetime nature of this benefit for the surviving spouse is contingent on the correct and timely filing immediately following the veteran's passing. The crucial filing trap here revolves around the cause of death. If the veteran was 100% service-connected P&T, permanent and total, for 10 years prior to death, or 5 years from release from service, or 1 year if the veteran was a former POW, the surviving spouse is eligible, even if the death was not directly caused, by the service-connected condition. However, if the veteran had a lower rating, the survivor must prove the death was directly caused by the service-connected condition. This requires a strong medical opinion, linking the cause of death listed on the death certificate to the service-connected conditions on file with the VA. Failing to obtain this medical opinion early, while records and doctors are accessible, often leads to a denial, permanently robbing the survivor of this crucial income stream. The lifetime financial security DIC provides is immense, particularly for older spouses who may have limited employment opportunities or retirement savings. Furthermore, DIC eligibility unlocks other lifetime benefits for the survivor, such as the Civilian Health and Medical Program of the Department of Veterans Affairs, CHAMP VA Health Insurance. Proper filing for DIC is not just about a check, it is about guaranteeing the financial stability and healthcare access of the family you leave behind, a profound and permanent protection. The fourth lifetime protection is access to Vocational Rehabilitation and Employment, VR&E, or Chapter 31. While the program itself focuses on immediate employment and education, the long-term protection is the ability to maintain employment and achieve stability despite service-connected disabilities, effectively preventing a lifetime of economic hardship. VR&E provides personalized job counseling, training, education, and job-seeking assistance. The lifetime component is tied to the successful rehabilitation plan and the ongoing support provided to maintain suitable employment. The filing requirement is strict. You must have a service-connected disability rating of at least 10% and apply within 12 years of receiving your initial disability, compensation notification, or separation from service, whichever is later. Missing this 12-year window is the single biggest filing error that permanently removes this protection. While exceptions exist for serious employment handicaps, relying on an exception is risky. Filing correctly means applying early, articulating how your disability creates an employment handicap, and working diligently with your VR&E counselor to develop a feasible plan. Furthermore, VR&E can provide adaptive equipment and training for self-employment, turning a service-connected limitation into a lifetime business opportunity. This permanent ability to pivot careers, retrain, and adapt to worsening conditions is the true lifetime value of Chapter 31. If you file the right way and successfully complete the program, the VA maintains an ongoing interest in your success, offering post-rehabilitation services that act as a permanent safety net against job loss related to your disability. The fifth lifetime protection is guaranteed. VA Healthcare Enrollment. Specifically access to Priority Group 1 status. While basic VA healthcare is available to many veterans, Priority Group 1 status is a gold standard lifetime protection reserved for those with a 50% or higher service-connected disability rating or those deemed unemployable, TDIU. This status guarantees the lowest co-payments, if any, and priority scheduling, ensuring that your healthcare needs, especially those related to your service, are met immediately and affordably for the rest of your life. The filing requirement that locks in this lifetime benefit is achieving that initial high disability rating. If you settle for 40% when you should have been 50%, you permanently miss out on Priority Group 1, resulting in higher out-of-pocket costs and potential delays in treatment. Achieving P&T status, permanent and total, solidifies this Priority Group 1 enrollment, meaning the VA considers your condition stable and unlikely to improve, removing the need for future re-examinations and cementing your access. This is a massive lifetime relief. Beyond the general health care, Priority Group 1 status grants automatic access to specialized programs like dental care, which is extremely limited for lower-rated veterans, and specialized mental health services without the hurdles faced by lower priority groups. The filing diligence required for this protection is focusing the initial disability claim not just on the conditions, but on the severity and the impact on your daily life, ensuring the IA rating reflects the true extent of your impairment, thereby securing the highest possible health priority for life. Next, we address the sixth lifetime protection: burial and memorial benefits. While these benefits are utilized at the end of life, the protection is secured through proper filing during the veteran's lifetime, specifically by ensuring your service records are accurately filed with the VA and the Department of Defense. This protection ensures a dignified and permanent resting place and financial relief for the survivors handling final expenses. The key filing requirement is having a fully documented DD 2 Certificate of Release or Discharge from Active Duty on file with the VA. Many veterans rely on family members to locate this crucial document after death, leading to delays or denial of benefits. The lifetime protection is secured by proactive filing, submitting your DD 214 to the VA for recording and ensuring your eligibility for burial in a VA national cemetery is predetermined. This predetermination process removes the burden from your grieving family. Furthermore, if the veteran was receiving VA compensation or pension, they are often eligible for a burial allowance, a tax-free payment intended to cover burial and funeral costs. The amount of this allowance varies based on whether the death was service-connected. Filing the correct forms, VA Form 21P 530, for burial allowance immediately after death is critical, but the groundwork is laid during life by ensuring the VA has all necessary service and disability documentation, guaranteeing that the lifetime service is honored with a permanent, guaranteed resting place and financial assistance for those left behind. The seventh protection, particularly vital for entrepreneurial veterans, is the AU Service Disabled Veteran-Owned Small Business, SDVOSB, status. This is a powerful lifetime economic protection that grants priority access to federal contracting opportunities. The U.S. government sets aside a significant percentage of contracts specifically for SDVOSBs, providing a crucial competitive edge. The lifetime protection hinges entirely on the veteran maintaining a service-connected disability rating. Even 0% is sufficient, but higher ratings are generally stronger, and correctly filing and maintaining the certification through the VA's verification program. The filing trap here is the ownership and control structure. The veteran must own 51% or more of the business and control the day-to-day management. Many veterans mistakenly structure their business partnership in a way that fails the VA's strict control test, permanently losing access to this lucrative set-aside program. The lifetime benefit is the sustained ability to compete for billions of dollars in federal contracts, providing economic stability and growth potential far beyond what would be available in the open market. To secure this lifetime advantage, the veteran must meticulously file the business documents, operating agreements, and organizational charts to prove both ownership and control, and diligently recertify as required, ensuring this powerful economic lever remains available for the life of the business. The eighth lifetime protection involves property tax exemptions, a state-level benefit that is fundamentally tied to your federal VA disability rating. This is a massive permanent reduction in housing costs that compounds into hundreds of thousands of dollars saved over a lifetime of home ownership. While the specific exemption amount varies wildly from state to state, some offer 100% exemption, others offer a fixed reduction. The eligibility universally depends on achieving a high service-connected disability rating, typically 70% or higher, or 100% P&T. The filing requirement is dual. First, achieving the requisite disability rating through the VA, which we discussed in P1. And second, correctly filing the VA determination letter with your local or county tax assessor's office annually or as required by the state. The mistake veterans often make is assuming the VA automatically informs the county. They do not. Failure to file the VA determination letter with the county tax assessor means you pay the full property tax, permanently losing that year's savings. This is a protection that requires proactive, localized filing diligence every single year. Securing that 100% P&T rating early in life maximizes this protection, allowing the veteran to live mortgage and tax-free, creating unparalleled lifetime financial security and freeing up capital for other needs. This is one of the most powerful, often overlooked, lifetime financial benefits tied directly to the VA rating. The ninth lifetime protection is Children, Aid and Attendance, short A&A, and housebound benefits. These benefits are crucial for the later stages of life, providing supplemental income to cover the cost of necessary long-term care, either at home or in an assisted living facility. This protection ensures that advanced age or severe disability does not lead to financial ruin due to high care costs. Eligibility is tied to the VA pension program or an existing VA disability rating, but the lifetime protection is secured by filing the proper medical evidence, demonstrating the need for assistance with activities of daily living, ANLs, or being substantially confined to the home. The filing trap is the means test. ANA is a needs-based benefit, requiring the veteran to demonstrate limited income and assets. Veterans often fail to correctly document their medical expenses, which can be deducted from income for the purposes of the means test. Properly filing Form 21-268 examination for housebound status or permanent need for aid and attendance requires detailed, specific input from a physician describing the exact level of assistance needed. Vague statements lead to denial. Securing this protection ensures a lifetime of dignified care, allowing the veteran and their spouse to afford the necessary medical and personal assistance without depleting their life savings. The protection is permanent once granted, provided the veteran continues to meet the income and asset limitations, making the initial, meticulous filing of financial and medical documentation paramount. Our 10th crucial protection is the expire, transferability and extension of education benefits, primarily through the post-9/11 GI Bill, Chapter 33. While the GI Bill itself is not a lifetime benefit for the veteran, it typically expires after 15 years. The lifetime protection is secured by filing the correct paperwork to transfer the benefit to dependents, spouses or children, thereby providing them with a permanent funded path to higher education. This transfer capability is a massive intergenerational lifetime benefit. The critical filing requirement is the commitment to serve 4 additional years. After the transfer request is approved, the filing trap is timing. The transfer must be requested while the service member is still on active duty or in the selected reserve and has completed at least 6 years of service. If the service member separates or retires without filing the transfer request, that lifetime educational benefit for their children is permanently lost. Furthermore, the veteran must designate the dependents and specify the number of months to be transferred. This requires proactive planning and filing through the Department of Defense's Transfer of Education Benefits, TEB, portal well before separation. Ensuring this filing is complete guarantees that the veteran's service continues to pay dividends for the next generation, a permanent investment in their future. The 11th protection is access to life insurance conversion options. Specifically converting service members' group life insurance, SGLI, to veterans' group life insurance, VGLI, or accessing veterans' mortgage life insurance, VMLI. This ensures that a veteran who may have service-connected health issues that make private insurance prohibitively expensive or impossible to obtain still has access to guaranteed, affordable life insurance for the rest of their lives. The lifetime protection here is the permanent insurability, regardless of health status after service. The filing requirement is extremely time-sensitive. To convert SGLI to VGLI without a medical exam, you must file within 1 year and 120 days of separation. Missing this deadline means you must submit medical evidence, and if you have service-connected conditions, you may be denied or rated at an extremely high premium, effectively losing the benefit of guaranteed, affordable coverage. For veterans with severe disabilities, VMLI offers coverage specifically for their home mortgage, ensuring the family retains the home upon the veteran's death. The filing for VMLI is tied to receiving a Specially Adapted Housing, SAH, grant. The diligence required in filing for these life insurance conversions immediately upon separation is the gatekeeper to a lifetime of financial protection for the surviving family. Delay means permanent loss of guaranteed insurability. Our 12th lifetime protection is preference in federal hiring, veterans preference. This is a permanent, non-monetary economic protection that significantly increases a veteran's chances of securing federal employment, often providing a crucial advantage in competitive fields. The protection is secured by ensuring your military service and discharge status are correctly classified and filed. Veterans preference typically grants 5 or 10 points added to a passing score on a civil service examination, or places the veteran ahead of non-veteran candidates in the hiring process. The lifetime nature of this benefit hinges on the character of discharge. Only those with an honorable or general, under honorable conditions, discharge are typically eligible. The filing requirement is ensuring your DD-214 is accurate and submitted with every federal job application using SF-15, application for 10-point veteran preference. The filing trap is often a technical one. Veterans fail to correctly claim the preference or submit the necessary supporting documentation, such as the VA disability rating letter, which is required for a 10-point preference. By meticulously filing the correct forms and maintaining proof of service and disability status, the veteran ensures they have a permanent competitive edge in the massive federal job market, a protection that can lead to a stable, lifetime career. The 13th protection involves state parks and recreational licenses. While seemingly minor, this protection offers a lifetime of affordable or free access to recreational opportunities, which is vital for mental and physical well-being, especially for disabled veterans. Most states offer lifetime hunting and fishing licenses or permanent access passes to state parks, contingent on a specific level of VA service-connected disability, usually 50% or higher, or 100% P&T. The protection is secured by filing the VA Disability Determination Letter with the relevant state agency, EBG, CHUCT, Department of Natural Resources or Parks and Wildlife. The filing trap is the lack of awareness and the decentralized nature of these benefits. Since this is not a federal benefit, the veteran must individually research and file with each state they reside in or wish to utilize the benefit in. Failure to present the official VA documentation to the state agency means paying full price indefinitely. Once the state agency processes the VA letter and issues the lifetime pass or license, the veteran has permanent access, often resulting in savings of hundreds of dollars annually and promoting a lifetime of outdoor engagement, crucial for post-service adjustment. This protection requires proactive, localized filing. The 14th lifetime protection is access to Customized Adaptive Housing Grants, SAHSA grants. CHEM. These grants are for severely disabled veterans who require permanent modifications to their homes to accommodate their service-connected conditions, such as wheelchair access, specialized bathrooms, or adapted kitchens. The lifetime protection is the ability to live independently and safely in a home tailored to their specific permanent needs. The filing requirement is achieving a specific, severe service-connected disability rating, such as loss of use of limbs, blindness, or severe burns. The filing process is complex and requires meticulous medical documentation proving the permanence and severity of the disability. Veterans often make the mistake of not detailing the exact housing modifications required and how they directly relate to the service-connected condition. The grant can be used multiple times over a lifetime, up to 3 times for SAH, provided the veteran files the required architectural plans and cost estimates, VA Form 264555, correctly. Securing this protection guarantees that as the veteran's needs change or as they move to a new location, they have the financial backing to ensure their living environment is permanently safe and accessible, a profound lifetime guarantee of independence. Finally, the 15th lifetime protection is the VA Fiduciary Program and Financial Management Oversight. While this program is triggered when a veteran is deemed unable to manage their own financial affairs due to injury or illness, the protection it offers is the permanent safeguarding of the veteran's financial well-being and assets against fraud, mismanagement, or exploitation. This is a crucial permanent safeguard for veterans with traumatic brain injuries, severe mental health conditions, or advanced age-related cognitive decline. The lifetime protection is secured by the VA correctly establishing the need for a fiduciary, which involves a thorough medical and administrative review. The filing requirement in this case often involves a family member or caregiver filing a claim, VA Form 214138, to initiate the competency review. The trap is failing to provide sufficient medical evidence of incapacity, leading the VA to delay intervention. When properly filed and established, the VA selects and oversees a fiduciary, a person or entity, to manage the veteran's VA benefits. This oversight is permanent and provides a critical layer of lifetime financial security, ensuring that the VA compensation and other benefits are used solely for the veteran's best interest. This protection is a testament to the VA's commitment to ensuring a veteran's lifetime benefits are not wasted or stolen, providing peace of mind for the veteran and their family. These 15 protections form a comprehensive, permanent safety net, but every single one of them is conditional on your initial diligence and accuracy in filing. The common thread running through all these lifetime benefits is the power of the original claim for service-connected disability. That rating is the master key. A poorly filed, hastily assembled claim for disability compensation doesn't just result in a smaller check now. It permanently diminishes your access to priority health care, housing grants, tax exemptions, educational transferability, and financial safeguards for the rest of your life and the life of your family. You served your country. Now you must serve yourself by treating the VA filing process with the seriousness of a mission brief. Go back through your records, gather your evidence, seek professional assistance, and file the right way. Your lifetime, and the lifetime of those who depend on you, is counting on it. Do not leave these permanent protections on the table. Secure your forever file today.